All right, what's up, everybody? This is going to be a video directed to specifically towards all the people in the original Bitcoin. That's Satoshi, the way he designed its Bitcoin community. If you haven't noticed already, uh, we got a we got kind of a small opportunity in front of us here, where the Almighty One, here we are following Christmas. The Almighty One, he's given everyone a chance, an opportunity to get on the train. I mean, I don't know what else to say it all the people who got really early and they started learning about Bitcoin way back in the day and they started figuring it all out and they got in too early, I guess. But now all the newer people who don't really know about it, they're just kind of figuring it all out. Now they all have a chance. They have a chance. They get an opportunity to find out about this before everybody else. And that's like the beauty of it, because I think it's around $17. And I don't want to. I'm not here to promote hodling things, hodl, because I always end the hodl cult. We're here to bring massive utility and like actually build a new financial system. And let me talk a little bit about that, about my theory on. Yeah, so we have a lot of people in the past. They've talked about wild theories that have been unproven about a new financial system. I never got involved in that because I couldn't back it up with anything. I read into it. Sure, I read the theories and whatnot, watched videos on them, but none of them were really true. But now, what I'm referring to is something what these people have no proof or evidence of is what's called the quantum financial system. There's no proof of that, none of it, no evidence. So I don't get into that. And I really try to do my best to keep everything on this channel backed up by law, authorities, proof of some kind. And if it's just total wild conspiracy, then I'm going to tell you in advance and just tell you, hey, this is just my wild opinion. Try to let you know because what's happened is the Genius Act passed. And that was just this summer. Now the Genius Act is rolling out a new financial system. And this new financial system is going to be decided over the next 3 years on how it's going to work. We don't know how it's going to work yet, but we know it's going to be designed in stablecoins. Now, what's crazy is this stablecoin system, it's still yet to be defined of whether or not that means that it's going to be on a blockchain or not. I know it's crazy, but it's just yet to be defined. So we have an opportunity to help direct it into a transparent public truth ledger. Because one of the things, the big takeaways from this, what was it called? The big conference there in Arizona a few weeks ago, last weekend, was the people want truth, dude. They want a truth ledger. They want accountability with their government agencies and these banks. Right now, they've created a derivatives bubble with the banks and these institutions, which is so big, which we have no idea how big it is. We just know it's there, and it's just a terminal time bomb of a financial avalanche of danger. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. We want to have transparency and truth in financial instruments and institutions with the truth ledger. That means we still want privacy. We need privacy. We need total privacy. But when it comes down to it, we want to be able to have the court order these parties to show us their books and records. And we could see, hey, well, look, on this truth ledger, we see all this stuff happening. We want to know who's behind that. And then a court can order the parties to come forward and say, who's behind this transaction right here? I guess they would be able to potentially come forward with the truth ledger. I think. Actually, I don't know how that would work. Ultimately, they could reverse the transaction, and I'm not sure if they could actually order the party to be proven who they are. I don't think they could. Maybe if there was a KYC. But a point is that we are going into this new system and having a new financial system built on truth and transparency through the original truth ledger, the original blockchain, is the way that it's going to work. Now, I mean, I just like having a little fun, but people get ready, there's a train coming. You ever hear that you don't need a ticket? Climb on board. The all-time best band of all time, dude. No doubt. No question. Dude, there's no second. There's only second best. The all-time best. That's not up for dispute. Come on. So yeah, I'm just having a little bit of fun there, but a lot of people have been watching and maybe they felt like, oh, for example, I mean, I've been following Big Spears for a long time and he's been talking about silver and I'm really, and I mean this in all sincerity to all those people with who follow Bix and the people who have silver that they are hopefully they're reaping some of the rewards that they so patiently and feverishly held on to that silver for so long. I saw it go up in price, and that's freaking amazing. I want to just say, and with all sincerity and all humbleness and gratitude and love, like in abundance to them. I hope that it helped them secure more prosperity. If that was you who watching this video, I hope that it helps you secure your more prosperity to you. I mean that. But that's just a little minor, tiny little train. Because the big train is when you actually have the very first digital commodity known to man. The one that's the entire new financial system is going to be utilizing. The one that's underlying the great Bitcoin flipping. That's why the freaking train, dude. It's like it is the big train. Dude, I'm not in any way trying to take away the freaking thunder from all the people with silver. I think it's great, dude. I'm all about silver as well because silver is true money. But it's not the same thing as the great Bitcoin flipping. There's no bigger financial massive train coming. So you don't need a ticket, just climb on board. It's freaking coming, dude. The new financial system is real, and it is going to be built on the truth ledger. And we're going to be championing it all the way to the end, dude. It's exciting times. Let me just tell you, it's an exciting time to be alive. 2026. Got a lot of bold-faced predictions I'd like to make, but I'm going to hold back on it right now. But just also a response here. I've got a couple of funny things. One of the people on X, the Hodl, the when Lambo crowd is back. Have you guys ever the when Lambo crowd? They were back. They were here like I don't know, it was like 2011. I don't know what year it was, but maybe it was years ago. The when Lambo crowd, they're back now. And so anyone who bought Bitcoin and then didn't get their Lambo yet and they're complaining, if you guys want to hold, write in your Dear Gavin letters, you can write them into me and write in, Dear Gavin, when am my Lambo showing up? Why isn't my Lambo here? I've been feel free to write into me and I will be happy to share those. If you want to write them anonymously, that's fine. I'll share some of them and we'll we'll read some of them on air in a show. I think it'd be kind of fun. That, and then also the Yeah. So any of you guys who are wondering when your Lambo is going to show up, you've been holding on to Bitcoin for so long, you didn't get it yet, and you want to write into the Dear Gavin letter channel, you can do that. And matter of fact, I think I've got one here. Yeah, this is from old Craig Mason. He says, "Dear Gavin, I'm coping." Yeah, you want to keep it short like that? That's fine. If you're just coping, that's great. But other people, I have other ones that are very, very long in detail asking about when their Lambo is going to show up, and that's funny too. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this whole silver train is just, I'm telling you, dude, this is just a like a small little preview, dude. It's a small thing compared to, oh, yeah, it's small compared to when you see the real train. All right. I'll see you at the top later.